Here, we would be creating employee database using structure where we would be storing the employee name, employee ID, employee salary, and we would be scanning all these elements of structure and printing them. So first, let me include header file, and then let us define a structure. Struct, let's say employee, which would consist of a character array that is name, employee ID, and the third data member would be salary. Remember to leave a semicolon after declaring a structure. Then comes our main function where we would be creating structure variable. So the struct keyword, structure name that is employee, and the variable name, let's say E. Now we will tell the user to enter the name. Now as the name is stored as a character array in structure, so we would use fgetS to scan that string. Now how to access this name variable in main function? We can do that by using the object name, dot operator, and the data member name. So here the object is E dot operator. Now it gives suggestion which data member we need to access. So we need to access name. So it would be stored at E dot name, size of E dot name, and stdin. Now, after getting the name from the user, we will tell the user enter employee ID. We would scan that ID %d, and we would store at the address of this ID, which is the data member of the object E. So it would be accessed as ampersand E dot ID. Next, we would tell the user to enter the salary. Now as it is a floating point number, we would use the format specifier as %f, and we would scan at the address E dot salary. Now let us print display the database. Now here we would print first the name. Name is %s, which would represent E dot name. Next we would be printing employee ID, that is %d, E dot ID. And next we would be printing salary. Now as it is a floating point number, let's say I put 100. So it would print 100.00006 times. So we do not need 6 zeros, we just need one decimal place. So to specify that, we usually write %f. But if we need to specify the decimals, we write .1. That is 1 decimal places after the decimal point. And this %f would represent E dot salary. Let me add escape sequences. Let the name be John, employee ID be 56325, and the salary be 6 lakhs. Now we get the database as name is John, employee ID is this, and salary is 6 lakhs. So here what we learned is how to access the data members of the structure. Now let's say I have a company and I have 100 employees and I need to store their database. So I would just create an array of this structure employee and would access all the data members using the indices of this array. So it becomes really very easy to handle with information. Now let's say if we do not create structure and we go on creating variables, like 3 variables for each employee and 100 employees as such. So there would be 300 variables. Now to access information using variable would be really hectic, as you can imagine. So structure gives a template and we use that template for each object, that is each person we want. Now in the next coming lesson, that is enumeration, we would be learning what is an enumeration, syntax for defining and accessing the members.